One of the beautiful things about being a Protestant is that we get to say, like, to some degree, there's no one right way to read and understand the Bible. There are a lot of wrong ways to read and understand the Bible, but I don't, and maybe some Protestants will disagree with me, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but I don't think there's one right way for us to say this is the only way the Bible can be read beginning to end. Because otherwise we fall into the same camp and the same methodological trap as the Eastern Orthodox and the Catholic brothers and sisters, because they are kind of locked in on the only way to read it, which forces them to say, depending on which one you ask and how much they know about their given faith, that everyone outside of their one stream is outside of the one true church, outside of Noah's Ark, the metaphor they use a lot, and therefore drowning in the waters of sin in the world, right? Including us Protestants. So the vision of Protestantism is that if you confess faith in Jesus, you're saved. And then we wrestle with the Bible together. Now, I love this because this is, to me, bigger and more expansive and more inclusive than a view that says if you don't read and understand the Bible exactly like us, you're out. But as a Protestant, I can say the Catholics have a beautiful way of reading the Bible. Eastern Orthodox have a beautiful way of reading and understanding and applying and interpreting the Bible. The Coptics have a great way of understanding. The Russian Orthodox, great way of reading and understanding the Bible. And I could even say the Lutherans, Episcopals, Anglicans, Presbyterians, everyone. They might land in different places than me, but that's part of what makes the body of Christ and the diversity within it so beautiful. Like Paul uses the metaphor in 1 Corinthians, is it 12 or 14, of a body. He's like, the nose cannot say to the foot, I am not a foot, right? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? The nose has a different function than the mouth and the ear and the foot and the knees, right? We can't all be the same parts of the body. But as Protestants, with our given methodology, we can look around and say, we are all in the same body of Jesus, the Catholics, the Orthodox, everyone. We might interpret and apply the scriptures differently, but we have unity in the confession of the faith of Jesus Christ. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's super cool. But you don't have to argue about it if you disagree. That's part of the beauty. There's wrong ways to do it, sure. But there's a lot of right ways, I think, too. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. This was a cool one. I love you. Bye.